Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 060, Topics in Developmental Mathematics, Section 1.6, Problem 20. This is Section 1.6, Problem 20. We have to multiply 388 times 624. So, I start with the 4 in the bottom rightmost position times the top row. So I will multiply 4 times 8 is 32. I write the 2 from the 32 under the column where I'm working, carry the 3 from the 32 to the top of the next column. And then I multiply 4 times the next 8 and add the 3 that I carried from the previous multiplication. So 4 times 8 is 32. Then I add 32 plus 3 more is 35. So I put the 5 from that 35 under the column where I'm working, and I carry the 3 from the 35 to the top of the next column. And now I multiply 4 times 3 and add the 3 that I carried from the other multiplication. So 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 3 more is 15. So that takes care of the 4. I've multiplied the 4 through the top row. Now I'm going to move over to the 2, multiply the 2 through the top row. Before I do that, I want to put a 0 in the far right position of the row where I'm going to be working, or just move over one spot to the left. Now I can do 2 times 8 is 16. Put the 6 from the 16 in the column where we're working, carry the 1 from the 16 to the top of the next column. So there was a number there from the previous multiplication. I just cross it off, put the 1 above it. Now I can multiply 2 times, again it's 8, which is 16, but this time I have to add the 1 that I carried. So 16 plus 1 more is 17. So for the 17, I put the 7 from the 17 in the column where I'm working, carry the 1 from the 17 to the top of the next column. And again, I just cross off the previous number that was carried from before. And then I can multiply 2 times 3, that's 6, and then I add the 1 that I carried to that. 6 plus 1 more is 7. So that takes care of the 2. Finally, I multiply the 6 in the bottom row times the entire top row. And again, before I do that, I either automatically move over 2 positions to the left or start by filling in 2 zeros. Now I can start multiplying the 6. So I do 6 times 8. 6 times 8 is 48. So I put the 8 from the 48 in the column where I'm working, and then put the 4 from the 48 at the top of the next column. And again, there's some previous work that I had to carry. I just cross that off and put the 4 above it. Now I multiply 6 times 8 and add 4. So 6 times 8 is 48 again, but this time I have to add the 48 plus 4. So 48 plus 4 is 52. So now I put the 2 from the 52 in the column where I'm working, and I carry the 5 from the 52 to the top of the next column. And again, any previous numbers that were carried, I just cross them off and put the current number, in this case the 5, in that position. Now I'm going to multiply 6 times 3 and add the 5. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 5 more that I carried from before is 23. So now I put the 23. And now I have some numbers that I can add together. Now I start from the far right column and I start adding. 2 plus 0 plus 0 is 2. Then 5 plus 6 plus 0. 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 plus 0 is still 11. So for the 11 I have to carry, so I put the 1 from the right half of the 11 in the column where I'm working. I take the 1 from the left half of the 11 and carry it to the top of the next column. Now I add 1 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 7 more is 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. So again, for 21, I put the 1 from the 21 in the column where I'm working, carry the 2 from the 21 to the top of the next column. And in that case, I'm going to add 2 plus 1 plus 7 plus 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. So for 12, I put the 2 from the 12 in the column where I'm working. I carry the 1 from the 12 to the top of the next column. So now I just add 1 plus 3, which is 4. And finally, in the far left position, nothing above it plus 2 is just 2. So I have 2, 4, 2, 1, 1, 2. Again, as the number gets big, I like to put the comma. So I start from the right and count in 3 spots. And that gives me an answer of 242,112.